Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Unrooted Women's Soccer Edition, and my guest for this week's show is none other than senior midfielder on the women's soccer team here at Menlo College, Sorensen. Caitlin, thanks so much for joining me on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. It's great to finally have you on as a senior, and now for the final episode here in 2018. Yeah. We're able to sneak you in.
Thank goodness, I've been waiting.
Your mom's been waiting too.
She hasn't.
Hi, Caitlin's mom. So let's talk a little bit about you first. Last season was special towards the end of the year for you because you were able to pick up the Hamill Award from the Golden State Athletic Conference. Tell me what that award meant to you.
It was really a special moment, and I was able to actually fly down to LA also and receive the award. So it was a banquet style event where I was given the award on a stage, and they read a whole blurb about me, so everyone in the room also was able to see all my accomplishments and everything I'm involved in. And I really enjoy being involved on campus and participating in everything I do. And it was just a nice cherry on the top to show that GSAC and Menlo really appreciate what I'm doing. And I love the fact that I was able to represent Menlo in that way.
Yeah, and Menlo College certainly appreciates it as well. If you're at Menlo and you don't know who Caitlin Sorensen is, you must be living under a rock as far as I'm concerned. Now, anyone who knows your story knows that you've had to battle through several lower leg injuries, calf injuries, and surgeries and operations throughout your entire career. Just how much have you had to go through, and how tough is it to continue to persevere and keep playing despite all the stuff you've gone through?
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, I've had about 7 operations, 6 surgeries in total through my first 3 years here at Menlo, and so it really taught me a valuable lesson that everything happens for a reason. And it was a really hard experience for the first 3 years because I felt like I had something to prove but wasn't able to execute that necessarily. And so everyone was telling me, this means something, like it's going to be okay, that this bad thing that's happening to you is going to translate into something good. And so how I channeled that energy is I became so involved, and I tried to put myself in so many other different roles to really take my mind off of that, and then it ended up paying off in my senior year. I've been able to play so much, and I still have the pain that I had before, but I've been able to definitely distract myself by being a part of the team, and I just enjoy soccer so much more now. So it really did pay off in the end.
Yeah, for the first time in your career so far, you've played in every single game, and I believe you started every single game this season as well. So congratulations, and I'm glad that you've been able to get through that to make it to this point in your career. Now let's talk about the team here a little bit. The Oaks did something special last week. Tying the program record, you scored 12 goals in a game against Cal Maritime. Yeah. What suddenly clicked for you ladies on offense to go out with that kind of a bang?
I think that every single player on the team had the drive to score. And so even Paula in the back, we were all in this mindset where we were thinking, we got to get forward, we got to score. Haley even scored as a center back. And so that really was the mindset that we had that entire game, and it resulted in 12 goals being scored. And so we were just being on the same page really benefited for us.
Yeah, the two of the players who scored multiple goals in that game, Ali Salzwadel and Erica Negrete, first time in their careers they've scored multiple goals in a game. How great is it to see them contributing in such a large way as you make your push towards the playoffs?
It's amazing. Ali is just such a hard worker, and she puts so much effort in up top, and she has an insane shot. And then Erica is so creative on the field, and she just gives all effort possible, and just seeing them execute those goals. And if you saw the goals weren't just give me goals. They were amazing finishes too. And so not only did they execute in that way, but they were just doing what they always do. So it was awesome seeing and watching them be able to do that too.
Now you're in the final week of the regular season, and you've clinched a playoff spot already in the GSAC. Does that change the way you approach this final week of the season?
I think that especially since we have the mindset of now we want a home game. Like we're in playoffs already, but we want to play here and have all of our fans. We're in this mindset where we want to just give all of our effort, all of our energy, especially for the seniors who this is our last playoffs. We want to make sure that we have an impact, and we do everything we can in order to clinch those spots that we want. And right now that spot is a home field.
Yeah. So. And if you want that home field advantage, you're going to have to win one of the final 2 games. Vanguard Thursday. The big one on Saturday, though, Hope International on Senior Day. So it could come down to that contest. It's also going to be Senior Day for you and the fellow seniors on the team. What is that game going to mean for you and the rest of the seniors, knowing that, yeah, it's the last time we might play at home, but also, I mean, this is our day, you know, and we got to go for a playoff spot.
Yeah, it's going to be a very emotional day, definitely, but I think that we have put that emotion aside, knowing that this isn't the last time we're going to play, because we are going to be in playoffs. We've been performing well, and so that game is just a game that we know we have to win, and our family's going to be there, and we're going to have all that support, and it's a day to celebrate us, and so all that positive energy is definitely going to translate into something good.
All right, Caitlin, let's get into the final segment of the show. It's called Brownie Bites. I'm going to ask you 3 off-the-wall questions. Give me your best answers. Okay. Question number 1. I know you don't do this because you've had to rehab a lot, but which teammate never skips leg day?
I would probably say Allie. So she's definitely one of the strongest people on the team, and she gives so much effort. Like, she'll, on off days when we have no practice, she'll go and bike. So she's just always putting in that extra effort. So I feel like out of all of us, she'd be the one to make sure that she gets that leg workout in.
And it's great to see that it's finally paying off for her as well. Question number 2, which teammate will have the best Halloween costume? It's only a week away.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to be a little selfish and say Sydney and our costume is pretty good. We're going to be Mr. Incredible and Frozone.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
So we're not going to wear it on actual Halloween, but we're going to wear it for Oktoberfest on Saturday. And so, yeah, we've been preparing that costume. So I'd say we get the crown on that one.
Who's going to be Mr. Incredible?
Me.
Okay.
Mr. Incredible. She'll be Frozone.
I cannot wait to see that, because it's tough to name a better I should be careful with what I say here. It's tough to name a more modern superhero duo that's more iconic than Mr. Incredible and Frozone, especially with Incredibles 2 coming out. That's a great choice. Yeah. I can't wait to see this. Are you going to wear it at the volleyball game on Saturday night?
Oh, we weren't planning on it. We wanted to make our unravel it at the dance.
At the dance, okay.
Yeah. So
okay, you're off the hook. As long as we see you at the game.
Okay, for sure. I'll be there at the game.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then question number 3, which teammate will be the first to cry during senior day? Doesn't have to be a senior, but who's it going to be? Who's going to cry first?
What first comes to my mind is Allie, just because I'm especially close with her and she's close to a lot of the seniors, and so that might be emotional. But I think that a lot of the seniors will also be, just because it is the last home game, so it's hard to pinpoint one senior who's going to be that person.
For sure. So the entire group, they're just going to be tears all over the field.
Just a big group of crying.
Exactly. All right, Caitlin, well, thank you so much for joining me on the show. I appreciate it. Folks, the women's soccer team participating in their final home game, potentially, of the 2018 season. It's definitely going to be the last of the regular season. Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m., they take on Hope International University at Wonderlic Field. Senior Day festivities will start prior to that at approximately 10:40. And again, it is a part of Oktoberfest, so if you haven't done so yet, go to www.menlo.edu/Oktoberfest to RSVP for free and get a free $10 food truck voucher. We know you love food trucks. I do too. Caitlin does. It's going to be a great day, and we can't wait to see you out there. Caitlin's the last interview for 2018, so we thank you for Caitlin for being the final one, and also for everyone who's been on the show here in 2018. It's been awesome, and we can't wait to see you back again in 2019 for Unrooted. We'll take 1 week off and get back with the winter sports rolling in 2018, sometime in middle of November, rolling into 2019. So until then, we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.